Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't get my live up here, and sorry that I still have my stuff from my auction behind me, but I will get into that. Oh boy. Anyway, we are here for the true crime now, and I feel so tired, but okay, we're going to do this. All right. Let's get this party started. Hi, everybody. If you're coming from the auction, thanks for coming over. True crime headlines. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with that stamping. I was telling Jimmy about that Stamping Up daughter's, exactly what's going on with her. Seeing my bruising. So yeah, it was really crazy, and he's like, I can't believe this, so I think that's going to be like nuts, and they're seeking the death penalty. But let's talk about something else, which is kind of somewhat related because it's in Florida, and it is about someone conspiring to kill a spouse, though. What happened was here, let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, so Florida man was arrested earlier in the week in the shooting death of a mother of two, has now been charged with murder and tampering with evidence in another killing. Philip Stapleton, 32, was charged with principal to murder in the first degree and conspiring to commit first-degree murder in connection with the July 20th death of 22-year-old Ashley Voss. Voss was the mother of two sons, a 22-month-old fathered by Stapleton and a 4-year-old. The new charges stem from a man found dead on the side of the road on June 12, 2021. The case was ruled a homicide, and detectives continued to follow up on leads over the last 2 years. Investigators released little information about the older stuff, but Sheriff Chad Chronister said his office never gave up, and Stapleton was charged in the older case a week after his arrest for his involvement in Voss's murder. The shameless killer thought he could get away with murder on multiple occasions, Chronister said. His cold-blooded crimes end now. While nothing can fully heal the damage he has caused, I pray these victims' loved ones find comfort in knowing Stapleton will now have to answer for his actions. Stapleton has been charged with principal to murder and conspiracy to murder in Voss's July 20th death. Authorities had already arrested Aurelio Diaz, 32, and charged him with first-degree murder for allegedly pulling the trigger to kill the 22-year-old. Investigators say that Stapleton texted Diaz her location just before the shooting, and a doorbell camera captured him walking up to her vehicle and shooting her through a window outside of her grandmother's home. Wow. Stapleton told detectives that he told Diaz only to prank Voss, which he said involved dumping feces on her doorstep. Stapleton also allegedly helped police develop evidence against Diaz, including recording phone calls with him in which he incriminated himself. But Diaz maintained in those conversations that Stapleton had directed him to shoot Voss, at one point telling him, "I did it just like I told you. I walked up to the back window and boom," Diaz allegedly told Stapleton during one of the calls. Family members said that Stapleton and Voss had been arguing over child support prior to the shooting. Wow. So, that's horrible. And next, we're going to go to just quickly about Lucy Letby. There may believe the murder of Lucy Letby, the killer UK nurse. Let me just get her picture up here so we can know what we're talking about. Okay. Get over there. Okay. So Lucy Letby, convicted of murdering 7 babies and trying to kill 6 others, may have been motivated to commit the serial murders because she wanted the attention of a doctor in the pediatric ward. 33-year-old Lucy Letby was found guilty in connection with the attacks at the Countess of Chester Hospital in the northern England city of Cheshire. Between 2005 and 2015 and 2016, Letby injected air into the baby's stomachs and blood, fed them too much milk, assaulted them physically, and poisoned them using insulin. Investigators found notes written by Letby at her home in which she allegedly confessed to the killings, in one note allegedly writing, "I am evil, I did this." Prosecutors made the claim that Letby was having a secret relationship with a married doctor at the hospital who would be called in response to pediatric emergencies, suggesting that one of the motivating factors in the murders was to attract the doctor's personal attention. Letby has denied the claim, despite text messages obtained by authorities showing the pair were regularly in communication, exchanged love and heart emojis, and met outside of work. Other reasons suggested for the murders included the possibility that Letby found the murders thrilling. She was bored caring for babies who did not have significant medical needs or enjoyed playing God. Letby had attempted to deceive the other hospital workers that the deaths were from natural causes. And the prosecution service said Lucy Letby sought to deceive her colleagues and pass off the harm she caused as nothing more than a worsening of each baby's existing vulnerability, said prosecutor Pascale Jones. In her hands, innocuous substances like air, milk, fluids, or medication like insulin would become lethal. She perverted her learning and weaponized her craft to inflict harm, grief, and death. Hospital officials were reportedly slow to respond to concerns about the deaths and failed to properly investigate the serial killer nurse. Okay, I just want to do one quick thing here. Get rid of that and go to the live stream. Go to the live stream. Okay, 1 second. We're going to go to the next story here, which is another really tragic story about a Sotheby's realtor. Well, you know what? Okay, Leah, I'm going to do Moscow Mule Mom first. Corey Richens. Make out a picture of her up here so we know what we're talking about. Corey Richens, if you forgot this. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a lot of okay, so we're seeing a lot of crime that's happening in Florida, we know that. But we're seeing a lot of I don't know, connected to like I don't know if the Stamping Up girl still is a practicing Mormon, but Corey Richens, and then there was another one recently, that guy that killed his whole family, and yeah, I know, but it's just coming like back to back to back. And then didn't a dentist that poisoned his wife, weren't they? I'm just saying, it's coming, they're coming like right on the heels of each other. It's just weird. It's just a little coincident. I don't know. It's just weird. All right, so I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Just forget it. I'm tired. Not making much sense. Okay, so let me get to this one now. So a Utah woman charged with the murder of her husband and she allegedly poisoned her husband and then wrote a children's book about grief. Do you remember this case? We covered this. She will not face the death penalty if convicted of his murder. Corey Richens, 33, is accused of killing her husband, Eric Richens, 39, by covertly adding fentanyl into a Moscow Mule that she made for him more than a year ago. An autopsy found that her husband, Eric, had 5 times the lethal amount of the opioid painkiller in his system. On Friday, prosecutors gave notice that they will not seek the death penalty should Corey be found guilty, a decision that they reached after consulting with Eric's father and sisters. So they decided not to seek the death penalty after consulting with Eric's family. Sorry, I was just cleaning my watch face. The state of Utah hereby provides notice of its intent not to seek the death penalty in this matter. The Friday court filing read, the decision was made in careful consultation with Eric Richens' father and his 2 sisters, who are Eric Richens' personal representatives and victim representative, respectively. After Eric died, Corey wrote and self-published a book entitled Are You With Me? About a deceased father who wears angel wings and watches over his kids. The mother of 3 promoted the book on radio and television, stating that she wanted to help children to be able to grieve.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, I can't. Please leave me alone. Siri, please. I'm trying to do this, okay? Bye. I don't even know why she answers me. She never answers me at any other time. Court records show that 2 weeks before Eric died on Valentine's Day, Corey made him a sandwich and he grew violently ill after eating just a small portion of the sandwich. After one bite, Eric broke into hives and couldn't breathe. He used his son's EpiPen and took Benadryl before passing out for several hours. Investigators believe Corey had spent considerable time plotting Eric's death, including making financial arrangements and efforts involved to buy the drugs found in his system after he was found dead in March of 2022 at the family home in Camas, Utah, about 40 miles east of Salt Lake City. Defense lawyers have argued that police found no drugs at the family's home and suggested that a housekeeper who says they sold Corey the fentanyl is lying to cut a deal with prosecutors because she is facing criminal charges of her own related to drugs. Prosecutors say Corey made substantial amendments to the family's estate plans and purchased nearly $2 million in life insurance policies on her husband. Corey is charged with 1 count of aggravated murder and 3 counts of possession with intent to distribute, according to the filings. In light of the decision by the state not to seek the death penalty, Corey faces 25 years to life in prison if she is convicted. In a statement to KUTV on Friday, Corey's defense attorney, Sky Lazaro, said, "We are focusing on providing Corey's innocence at trial and have no comment on the state's procedural filing today." Meanwhile, Eric's sister, Katie, is suing Corey for more than $13 million in damages for allegedly stealing money from him and fraudulently obtaining a loan prior to his death. In June, Eric's other sister, Amy, described Corey as desperate, greedy, and extremely manipulative at a detention hearing. A judge subsequently ordered Corey to remain behind bars pending trial. Oh. Okay. Okay, next we're going on to Where the heck is my... Hold on. Just hold on. Okay. Okay. All right, next, let me get something up here. This is, where the heck did your photo go? Not you stepping up, lady. Okay, I want this one. Where the heck is it? Here you are. You're driving me crazy. You're driving me crazy. There we go. Okay, so this is a realtor who was beaten to death by her son-in-law. And I don't know what just happened to my other stuff here. Where the freak did you go, baby? Take this one down. Let's take this off. And how did you fall down there? Okay, I don't know what happened. It is crazy. All right. And in this other picture, she looks like somebody I know. In the picture that's on my thumbnail. I don't know why, but even here, okay. So, a prominent New Jersey realtor was bludgeoned to death on Wednesday in the family's luxury townhome, allegedly by her 30-year-old stepson. Unbelievable, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. John Daniels Sr., who told them his son, okay, here's the son, here's the husband. Let me put this over here. Let's try this one this time and see if it works. So, that's John Daniels Jr., pictured with his dad, John A. Daniels. The stepson is the alleged murderer. His father, attorney John A. Daniels Sr., 63 years old, identified him as the killer, his son. She was bludgeoned to death with a baseball bat. And this murder, again, occurred at their home in a gated community in New Jersey. Irma Daniels, 48 years old, was found dead inside her $864,000 Cresskill, New Jersey residence. Investigators say she died from the blunt force trauma. Police allege that her husband's son, John Daniels Jr., 30 years old, committed the murder. Cops found Irma's body battered after responding to a 911 call on Stonegate Trail in Cresskill on Wednesday at 6:46 p.m., say the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. Daniels, who allegedly went on the run, was collared Thursday, a day after the disturbing discovery, prosecutors said. The younger Daniels was charged with murder, hindering apprehension, and unlawful weapons possession and booked into the Bergen County Jail on Thursday. A neighbor said the suspect had been acting strangely. He was doing odd sprinting from one driveway to the next driveway, not sprinting for exercise. He wouldn't make eye contact, said the resident, who did not want to be identified. One day I saw him wandering around in front of someone else's house, pacing. It was like circling with an angry and upset look on his face. He looked deranged, and I thought, somebody is going to call the police on this guy. The victim, who hailed from Moscow, Russia, shared a now gut-wrenching post August 15th on her Facebook page spotlighting scenic footage of her homeland. Going back to my roots, my beautiful motherland with breathtaking Caucasian mountains, ancient culture, heartbreaking history, and graceful and noble people. Proud of being Circassian. They put Caucasian instead of Circassian. Okay. The Facebook page also said Daniels had been married since 2011 and that she was a Realtor sales associate at a prominent properties, Sotheby's International Realty. She was proud of receiving the Circle of Excellence award from her company. In March, she trumpeted that after 7 years in the real estate industry, she received a Circle of Excellence award from the company. I did it. Looking back to the beginning of this new journey for me, I will never forget how hard it was the first 2 years with no deals, no clients, no guidance or support from the company where I started. I was ready to give up. It was a long way to get where I am now. Everything came to me through perseverance, work, ethic, failures, creative mind, and most importantly, my mindset that I am not a quitter. Eerily, Irma Daniels died in a townhome similar to those in which she made her living. The accused killer appears to have been out of work. Daniels received an MBA from Boston College Carroll School of Management in May 2022 and had previously worked for a year as a marketing manager for Benzel-Busch Motor Car, according to his LinkedIn and Facebook page. Wow. So what the heck was that about? Okay, let's go over here for 1 second. Okay. So I guess they're saying Jimmy Carter, former president and the First Lady, are in the final chapter of their lives, according to his grandson. Oh my gosh, listen to this. Listen to this story. So a dog, my dog ate my password, probably won't fly at customs. An engaged Boston couple's wedding ceremony is in jeopardy after their dog chewed up the man's passport less than 2 weeks before they're due to be married in Italy. Donato Frateroli of South Boston said that he and his fiancée had gone to City Hall to fill out their marriage forms on Thursday, just ahead of their scheduled August 31st ceremony. And when they returned home hours later, they found their mischievous 1.5-year-old golden retriever, Chicky, had eaten through multiple pages of Frateroli's passport. The couple is now scrambling to get a replacement and asking local officials to help. Wow. The groom-to-be said if he can't secure a passport before the flight, he'll stay at home while his fiancée and their wedding guests go to Italy without him. If he still can't get a passport in time for the wedding, he said he'll just meet the wedding party when they return to the United States. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. You know, somebody was just telling me, somebody that I met earlier today, I told you about some really horrific accident. I think it was in Queens or Brooklyn. She was saying something about ice cream, but and then she was telling me about how that tree fell. Just, I don't know. So close to her. I don't even know if I told you guys the story. I forget who. I know I told my neighbor when we were walking. Okay. So, a pregnant woman was killed after a passenger van carrying her and 12 others flipped over in upstate New York while traveling to Niagara Falls from Pennsylvania. The New York State Police confirmed 2 people died due to the accident in Wayland, about 100 miles west of the popular falls. A male was pronounced dead at the scene. The remaining 11 were injured and taken to various hospitals, and 2 were airlifted. None of the victims' identities have been released. The pregnant woman's baby was safely delivered and is at Strong Memorial Hospital in Rochester for further evaluation, said Trooper Commander Brian J. Radazak at a press conference. The accident occurred on Interstate 390 around 9:15 a.m. on Saturday after the van's rear wheel malfunctioned, causing the driver to lose control and hit the median. The 2005 Ford, which was transporting 3 Pennsylvania families, rolled several times before coming to a stop. Photos of the nearly 2-decade-old van show the 2 back doors folding into each other with several large dents dotting the passenger side. The windshield was shattered and the roof of the van had several dents. Roads were temporarily closed and the investigation is ongoing. That just reminds me of when like a bridal, something happened with a bridal party up there. It's terrible. Okay, now hang on for 1 minute. Just have to do something. No, that's not what I want. I want to go to the live stream. Hold on. Okay. All right. Now, let me go. Where did I just have? Okay. Hang on, because we're going to something about Taylor Swift. Oh, wait a second. I'm going to take a look at that too. Alright, I want to look at. Let me see here. Which one do I want to do first? Police? Police. All right, well, let's take a look at this. What is this about? All right, so this is, we're going to talk about, hold on, Gabby Petito for a second. So, the lawyer who's representing the Utah police who are being sued over the handling of the domestic violence incident involving Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie called the lawsuits demand for $50 million a publicity stunt by the Petito family. Mitchell Stevens, a high-profile business attorney in Salt Lake City representing the members of the Moab Police Department that were sued in November of 2022 by Gabby Petito's parents, said the department did not cause Brian Laundrie to murder Gabrielle Petito. And this is not that lawyer. This is the Petito family attorney right there. The officers are accused in the wrongful death lawsuit of not properly investigating the domestic dispute between Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie on August 12, 2021, that occurred weeks before he killed the 22-year-old aspiring van life travel influencer. However, Stevens said the officers who responded to the domestic dispute acted with kindness and respect in an interview that he gave to the U.S. Sun. He also branded the family's $50 million lawsuit against the department an overreach after Petito family was awarded $3 million from the estate of Brian Laundrie in November in a separate lawsuit. Even if the plaintiffs believe that Moab City is liable, it strains credibility to suggest that the city is 15 to 20 times more responsible for Ms. Petito's death than Brian Laundrie, her murderer, Stevens said. Although an eyewitness on the day of the incident said that they saw Brian Laundrie slap his girlfriend, the police deemed that Gabby Petito was the primary aggressor in the dispute, which left Gabby Petito bruised and bloodied. The officers did not arrest Gabby or Brian and opted instead to separate them for the night, leaving Petito in the van the couple had been traveling in and taking Brian Laundrie to a nearby motel used for domestic abuse survivors. One of the cops later admitted that Laundrie appeared to be an emotional threat to Petito and said that he had... Hold on one second. Just happened said that... appeared to be an emotional threat to Petito and that he had more red flags than a Chinese communist rally. Brian Stewart, a lawyer who represents Petito's family, previously said the officers failed to properly investigate the domestic dispute and therefore failed to adequately respond to Gabby Petito's life-threatening situation. Gabby was attempting to take the blame for the fight because she had hit Brian first and did not want to be separated from him, Petito's family claimed in the lawsuit. Whether for lack of training or refusal to follow their training, the officers did not press further. A third suit filed by Petito's parents, this one claiming that the Laundrie parents covered up the murder, is set to be tried May of 2024 in Sarasota County, Florida. Gabby Petito's body was found in a remote section of the Wyoming forest just outside Grand Teton National Park on September 19th, 2021. Okay, 1 second. Okay. All right, let's go to the next thing now. Sorry. All right. All right. There was something else I want to. Okay. Let's just look at this. Okay, so there's maybe some of you have heard about this on YouTube. This guy over here. Come on down. You're not in the right place. Come on there, buddy. Okay. So this is Jonas Bear of Nashville. He had an on-again, off-again relationship with Cynthia Hovsapian, whose sister said she had issues with past drug addiction. This is her coming up. And according to her sister, she said that her sister, Cynthia, had a heroin and meth addiction that caused her to have a stroke, which left her visually impaired. But I'm going to tell you why this is important here in just a second, right here. Okay, so the Tennessee couple that was missing was found alive in the Alaskan wilderness, and they had a chaotic past with drugs, and they filmed bizarre YouTube videos. So the Tennessee couple was found alive after 8 days in the Alaskan wilderness. Jonas Barr, 50, and Cynthia Hovsapian, 37, were spotted by a hiker Friday as they wandered through the woods in Fairbanks, a city with a population of about 30,000 people. So she was 37 and he was 50. Okay. So Hovsapian's sister said that Cynthia has a history of serious drug abuse, which left her with an overdose-induced stroke that affected her eyesight, and that she and Barr now have a good relationship. She is a recovered drug addict, her sister wrote. Hovsapian's various YouTube channels included many odd and puzzling videos with sinister edge, some of which call out Bear for alleged abuse. Okay. Meth and heroin being her demons, and these videos clearly show this. At the height of her addiction in 2021, she suffered a stroke and was found unresponsive in her car, which she was living out of. A friend of hers contacted Jonas, who she had been seeing but was no longer romantic with. Her drug use made it impossible for him to see her. However, when she was found in her car in Nashville, Jonas came to her aid and got her to the hospital. She had a massive stroke. She had COVID, and she was close to death, her sister said. When in the hospital, she had 3 more strokes and was diagnosed with myocarditis. It's myocarditis, isn't it? They've got this wrong. They've got this. This is horrible. Okay. I think they just. I'm sorry. I think they took this directly from the sister. It's myocarditis. inflammation of the heart. After months of recovery, she received open heart surgery, and although she's lost much of her sight, she has made a remarkable recovery. She now lives with Jonas and a roommate, and he makes sure that she's well taken care of. They decided on a long overdue vacation to Alaska, which they were both excited about. There is no foul play involved. How Bar and Hovsepian, who is visually impaired and relies on a cane, survived 8 days in an unfamiliar wilderness is still unclear. A number of people on 2 Facebook groups suggested the incident was a hoax, but the couple has not been charged with a crime. There were no signs of a hoax, Alaska State Trooper Austin McDaniel said. People get lost in the wilderness all the time up here. In this case, there was a happy ending to the story. Bar and Hovsepian were reported missing on August 11th after they failed to check out of their Airbnb rental and they left all their luggage behind. The dark blue Jeep Compass the couple was renting was also found abandoned at the popular Chena Hot Springs Resort located near a hiking trail. Bar's uncle said that Bar and Hovsepian became dazed and confused by the 20 hours of sunlight per day in the state this time of year, paired with temperatures that can drop to 45 degrees during the 4 hours of twilight. They were lost, I'm sure, disoriented, or else they would have been out of there. That's weird. Very weird. I don't know what that is or what kind of videos they were filming, but they sound like they were pretty crazy. I don't know if anybody saw those. Let's see. And there was one other thing I wanted to cover before we do the, because it's already 4 a.m, but there was something I wanted to do. Hold on. I want to get to... Hold on. Come on, stop it. Okay, so let's go over here. Apparently, Taylor Swift her rabid fans need to calm down. Hundreds of Swifties, as they're called, swarmed the star on Friday evening as she left a restaurant on Long Beach Island in New Jersey. She had purportedly dined with A-list pals for Jack Antonoff's rehearsal dinner ahead of his Saturday wedding to Margaret Qualley. Word got around that Taylor Swift was in attendance at the dinner, prompting an army of admirers to wait outside the restaurant to get a glimpse of the singer. Hold on a minute. Just lost my thing here. Okay, get away. What is this? Hold on a minute. There's something... Some even said Swift looked scared as she was escorted to an awaiting car by security. Meanwhile, one TikTok user described the devotees whose chants of Taylor Swift echoed down the block as stalkers. This is not the look of a woman who's happy to see y'all. Pop culture fanatic at Tours.intel said in a TikTok video Saturday morning, which showed Swift looking stunned by the scene. The audacity meter is beyond TikToker, Tori added, calling the crowds disrespectful to both Swift and Antonoff. She even pointed to song lyrics from the hitmakers' chart toppers, supposedly referencing the unease with her presence as a viral spectacle. Why are y'all not listening? Tori asked. Just insanely above and beyond these parasocial relationships have gone on with celebrities, she continued, adding that she couldn't imagine sitting outside of a private event to catch a glimpse of an A-lister. One TikToker called the hordes of screeching fans absolutely disgusting and argued that they probably ruined the nuptial celebrations. There are not real Swifties who waited for Taylor tonight, another fan argued. Paparazzi snaps from the Long Beach Island hubbub shows Swift with actors like Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum in tow. One creator honed in on Kravitz's face, claiming her expression encapsulated the evening perfectly. Zoe Kravitz's face is literally all of us watching you crazy psychopaths last night, creator Kyle Roth said. Don't do that to Taylor Swift. Did you guys not watch Miss Americana? Roth also, along with a slew of fellow Swifties, referenced Lavender Haze, the singer's documentary, which shows a mob of screaming fans blocking a street while the singer jumps into a car and attempts to escape. Okay. I don't even know who those two people are that are getting married. That's how out of the loop I am, okay? But right now, what I'm going to do is go back to the chat. Because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my goodness, it's taking forever. There's an influencer, 21, daughter of or something that was drowned after partying. Let's see. Hi, Isabel, Daniel. Okay. All right. Hi, Cat's got my tongue. I just wanted to say a quick hello. I've got the worst case of... Again, you have COVID? Oh my gosh. You're in a miserable world of pain which never seems ending. Hope everyone is doing better. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, feel better. Cat's got your tongue. Remember, I still have that mug that Elle bought for you and plus your other stuff. If you want to remember that so we can get that out to you. Okay. Hi, Beth Barclay. How are you? All right, let's do the, let me do the word thing, and then I'm going to open up the new Zoom. I am exhausted. I have to go to bed. I am really exhausted. I'm going to do this, do the daily puzzle, and then, okay, good. I earned a pick. I don't even use those. Okay, good. No, I don't want to watch a stupid video. I don't want to. No, I have to. I don't want to. Okay, well, put that over there while I clean this up here. Okay. Oh, exhausted. Okay, exhausted. I am exhausted. Okay, 20. All right. Okay. Not now. Event. Deli puzzle. Play the deli puzzle. Okay, I see wrong right away. I see wrong guy for some reason, but it's not. Wrongly. Wrongly, but we can't do that. We're trying to get this one. Oh, we got it. Glow, that would be above. Wonder. Well, you never know. Long is there. All right, so grow. Okay. And then what did I just say before glow? I said for something Lee. I said growing wrongly. Wrong. Oh, no. Okay, let's try. I haven't looked at any of your stuff yet. None of it. None of it. Glow, I said before. Glow. Gown we did. Glow. G-O. G-O. Glory. Okay, long. Okay, long. And now, no, no. So L. Or let me see. Oh, how about on a rye? How about all right, let me shuffle. Look. And I'm gonna have to look at you guys because I can't even think anymore. All right, let's see what you've got here. Where the heck are you guys? Owly? Owly? No. Glory. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Okay, good, thank you, heart. Glory, yeah. Grown. Oh, grown, yes, that's good. Grown. I'm grown. Kevin always says it. I'm grown. Okay. What else? Hi, Murder of Crows. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? Murder of Crows. I mentioned you earlier in the day. I said, oh, Murder of Crows. You love to come and play the word game. Why was I saying that? I was saying it to someone. I don't know what it was. W-R-O-N? Nope. Lauren. Nope. Warren. Warren, yeah. L-O-G-Y? Nope. Worm. No, there's no Warren. We did Warren. I don't think so, Debbie. No, it would never be because yeah, you can't. There's no M. I did gory, didn't I? It's right up here. Oh, yay, we're done. We did it. Oh, thank you. I have to recall the Zoom. So tired. Hold on. Leaving the meeting. I'm starting a new meeting. I want to end the other meeting. So tired. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow when I'm less tired and I can do a better job. Thanks for sticking in there. Let me see here. What the heck am I trying to do? I'll see you guys later, okay? Love you guys. God bless. Prayers for all. We'll see you. I know. I'm so tired. I don't know what to tell you. I just can't. I gotta go to sleep. I know. I don't want to, but I want to go to sleep. I just have to go to sleep. Okay, good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. There's the end of this, end the stream. Bye, all. Good night, all. See you there. Good night, all.